Everybody in Houston here, my brother Brandon Wright. Sit down. We're gonna put y'all on mute for a while, get comfortable. How you doing, brother? Say again?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, it's like I can barely hear you right here. Let me see. Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's better. All right. What's on your mind, brother?
Nothing. Just out on the road, driving, as you know. Every day wake up in a new city.
Yeah. Well, one day you in Texas, one day you California, and all that stuff.
Recently, I've been in the Big Apple. I was in New York.
Yeah. You in New York?
You know, yes, sir. New York. Like Jay-Z said. But I had heard you forget about there. It's small over there in New York.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna just say this right here. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna move on. Mrs. Carter, Mrs. Beyonce Knowles Carter, go sit down somewhere.
Hold on, why?
Cause you're doing too much. Like if I make it every time she moves, she got to be the star.
What you mean by that? You ain't hating on Mrs. Carter.
I ain't hating on Beyonce. I'm just saying, I'm just keep like it is. You can't be the star all the time, baby girl. Sit down somewhere. Play your role.
Yes, she can. All that money she made and she need to start wherever she goes. Sound like a hater, sir. Sound like a hater.
Nah, I'm just keeping it real. You can't be the star all the time. Somebody else can be the star. You go sit down somewhere. You good. You got money, you go sit down somewhere. Mrs. Carter. I have to restore me for time. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as far as if I get my stuff here, as far as the wrestling world is concerned, we're going to be, the next pay-per-view, we're going to go good old Jolly England for Money in the Bank. If I get my...
Money in the Bank.
Let's see here. I get this turned up. Okay, there it is. Let's allow us to go. Okay, cool, no problem. All right. We're going to go to jolly old London, England next month. Next month, July 1st. Money in the Bank. So far, to participate in the Money in the Bank ladder match, you got to qualify. So we're going to have qualifying matches on SmackDown and next week on Raw until we get to July 1st. And we'll have our crew for that match. And it's very simple. All you got to do, climb a ladder, grab the briefcase, hanging high above the ring. You don't need a ladder. Grab the briefcase. Inside the briefcase is a contract. You can cash in anytime you want for a championship match. Now that we have two champions, we have the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, the Undisputed Champion Roman Reigns. You got more opportunities to cash in. So you cash in Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins anytime you want up to the calendar year. So you got to July 2nd, 2024 to cash in the contract. Anytime you want, cash it in, and you have yourself a championship opportunity, either with the Undisputed Championship or the World Heavyweight title. But to do that, you got to climb a ladder, grab the briefcase, and you are Mr. or Miss Money in the Bank.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Y'all excuse my brother. He's not familiar with ladder matches as I am. So y'all excuse.
No, that's all right. I remember in the game. I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen one in a long time, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, July 2nd will be a treat for you. Money in the Bank ladder match sometime. I can't say when, but sometime in the show. A ladder match of the men's Money in the Bank contract. A ladder match of the women's Money in the Bank contract. But to do it, you got to qualify. You got a qualifying match to get. You got to get in there to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. So I'm gonna pull the card up. I pull this up right here. Money in the Bank 2023. See here. Okay. It'll be in jolly old London, England, as I said, at the O2 Arena, July 1st. Oh, sorry, July 1st. My bad. You got to July 1st of next year to cash in the contract, whoever wins the match. So far, the people that qualified: Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, there used to be Eli Drake, and somebody else is going to determine that Friday. For the women, Selena Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, we're going to find out Friday. So, these four, yeah, we're going to add more to that, obviously, at some point. And a Money in the Bank ladder match, to qualifying match to get into the Money in the Bank ladder match. The winner of that match would earn the contract for a championship match any time of their choosing. July 2nd, July 1st, in jolly old London, England, at the O2 Arena. And it's gonna be good. Check this out, Brandon.
We're gonna watch.
Yeah. Years ago, back 2020, they had the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and I'm trying to say, y'all get my word, trying my word straight here. Guess where it happened at?
Where?
WWE headquarters, Stanford, Connecticut. Yes, sir. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. Well, I'll tell you, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, me and my brother, we had a conversation because I went up to Connecticut. That's why I was over there. We got a road going, and I said, "Let me do something." Picture of it, and I talked. And he was like, "What is it?" Like, I can tell the excitement in his stomach. Like most people, he was like, "Where are you at right now? Where are you right now?" I was like, "I'm in Connecticut." I'm like, "Yep, that's what I'm building, man. That's what I'm building." And I was like, "Well, you know, the travel we got there. That like seeing it in person and being excited." And when I say it's literally right on off the interstate, it's literally the interstate wraps it around.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how big the building is. There's like 2 buildings.
Yes, sir. Another name for what we have here is Titan Towers. Every now and then we call it Titan Towers, but it's WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut. And back in the day, however, now, you could have a tour and everything of the building. Nowadays, because wrestling fans are crazy sometimes, and they give us a bad name. Nowadays, you can only have you can only get in the building is access key. Folks crazy nowadays. They just you can't just have anybody walk in the building nowadays, you know. Huh?
I say, since you're a shareholder, you can be able to shareholder take a tour of the building.
You gonna have to have more. I invested $1. I'll tell you why I invested $1. I got scared.
Still a holder, though. Still a holder.
Yeah. I remember it was 2020, and I was like, you know what? I was going to invest in WWE. I'm like, I'm going to go for it. So I did. I got scared as hell filling out the form, and I just invested $1. And that dollar's going strong right now. At this moment I have, let's see here, got my little stock here. You can also invest on cash. That's how I signed up. So right now it's down, which sucks. It's $2.31 right now. My little dollar. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? You're right. We do. Wrestling fans do. We technically, in a way, we do pay wrestler salary. For example, every time I'm go old school on you. We buy magazines and DVDs and art and what you call it, action figures and all this stuff, merch, t-shirts, championship belts, all this stuff, we technically pay your bills.
It is true.
We technically pay your bills. But what pisses me off is when people to go to airports and stuff like that, and they wait for the wrestlers to come out the airport. That pisses me off. There's a time and place for that. That's not the right time. They wait for the airport. They wait. They can sign, and then when they sign stuff, two things happen. They have multiple copies so they can sign. Instead of just one autograph, go about your day, and then they sell the sucker soon after they sign it. Now, if anybody I ever be the wrestler, they sign anything for me. I'm not selling that stuff. That's going for my personal collection. I wish I would. First of all, they go through too much. I waste. First of all, their time is too far spent to sign. I say that's too far spent. They have very little time to do anything of their own. You know what I'm saying? The wrestlers, they travel all the time. They're here, they're there, they're here, they're there. So the last thing a wrestler wants to do is go sign something for you, put on eBay or whatever, because usually they get a job, and sell that shit. If anybody sign anything for me, that's for my personal collection. That's for me and me alone to the day I die until I pass it down. And in my will, I have one stipulation in the will: do not sell it online. Just pass it down. The wrestler took this time, his or her time out of their schedule to sign whatever item it is, and it's valuable. But at the same time, I swore I would never sell it or never be sold. So I wish I would sell something the wrestler sign. No, it's not happening. It's gonna be for my collection. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this might be a shocker for you, Brandon. I barely have a collection. I barely got so I'm gonna start. I used to have a bunch of DVDs, and my mom was like, "You don't need no more wrestling DVDs." I'm like, "Yeah, it's not gonna be here all the time." And guess what? Not too long ago, WWE said we're not doing them home video no more. So I told y'all to save the DVDs, but no, it's gonna be around forever. It's always gonna be here. No, they stopped doing home video DVDs. The streaming nowadays, a lot of streaming anyway. Who got DVDs nowadays anyway? You know, streaming took over DVDs. So you have wrestling DVDs. For the love of God, keep them. So I barely have a collection. My mom was like, "You don't need no wrestling DVDs." So I'm gonna start a championship belt collection sometime soon. So I barely have a collection, barely. But when I have somebody sign something for me, it's gonna be for my collection, and to the day I die, I'll pass it on. Whatever. It's not. I wish I would go online and sell it, but there's a time and place for autographs. We have what we call meet and greets. They'll be happy to sign something for you. You bring it, whatever it is. They'll be happy to sign it, no problem. I don't give it a sheet of paper, a blank sheet of paper. They'll sign that sucker. We're happy to see it. There's a time for that. When they trying to get dinner, they're trying to rest, come out long flight, trying to chill. That's not the right time to do that. Yeah, I really don't. Mom, for some reason, is against that. That's a different story. Speaking of moms, I need to get some posters or something, man. I'm giving me a few posters, like a Rey Mysterio NWO poster, something like that. But speaking of moms, man, I'll tell you something. Everybody knows it's true. Moms can be petty. Moms can be petty. My mom at different levels of petty. I say my mom's level 3.5. But moms can be petty sometimes.
might say, I've been talking a lot of times. I hold mind to a lot of stuff. And I'm like, oh, mom, I got offended by something I said. It was so funny. She was like, well, see, that's why I'm not cooking it. I'm not cooking them something. And I was like, fine. I'm like, I'm trying to you. What you cooking? She was like, no, mom's going to just eat this. I was like, why you got me feeling my, don't take it out on my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to have a lot about this fish that wanted cooking. Or when I made some chicken, this is just to do. I made some chicken nuggets for this, and I have an air fryer in my truck that I made some chicken nuggets. And I made enough, and I don't even fix it. I was like, hey, it's back to the air fryer. And she went back there and made her air fryer. This shit sounded like so dog. So, she was like, oh, I mean, you didn't know that chicken nuggets. Somebody got chicken nuggets in the salad. Chicken nuggets. And she was like, oh, no. I said, sure, I'm like, shit, you know that? So it just be crazy like that. But it's very this way. What's the funniest thing about your mom gonna be to keep up?
Man, my mom's cooking. It's breakfast. Now, I'm not a breakfast person. You gotta catch me when I'm hungry sometimes in the morning. So mom was asking what I want to eat. I'm like, I'm good. Mom like, what you mean you good? Like, I'm not hungry right now. I don't want to be hungry in the morning. I have to be hungry in the morning, you know? You gotta catch me. You gotta catch me when I'm hungry. Like, mom try to fix me a plate. Like, I'm not hungry right now. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm good right now. Like, I like to, in the morning. I like to build my appetite up. If I'm not hungry, I like to build it up to make me hungry, stuff like that. So I'm like, what you mean you ain't hungry? I'm like, I'm not hungry. You know? I remember years ago, I think I told you the story. We went to Biloxi, Mississippi, and I was getting on my mama's lap, either Galveston or Biloxi. I want to say Galveston, Texas. We was living in Louisiana. This vacation at the time. I get on my mama's last good nerve about some Purple Cow. Her last good nerve. I thought it was Playland. I'm gonna go to Purple Cow. Sound like a Playland. I wanted to go. Mom want to go to Purple Cow. Purple Cow. Purple Cow. You know, her last good nerve about some Purple Cow. My mom finally gives in, takes me there. We get there, smoke everywhere. It's a bar. I'm thinking Playland. Sound like a Playland. I'm gonna go to Purple Cow. We get there, it's a bar.
I wonder, no, it's for me, I'm like, hey, I wonder if she's trapped in the back of her head. Like, damn, Purple Cow.
No, I got it plenty. She was pissed off. She was mad. I was mad. I was mad at them. She's mad at me. I'm mad at the restaurant, at the establishment. It's like I've been lied to. I thought it was a Playland. It's a bar. I'm mad at them. I'm like 7 years old talking about suing somebody. I'm mad at them. I'm mad at me wasting their time. I'm mad at them. I thought it was a Playland. It's a bar. Everybody just mad.
Yeah. But at that time, I think mom handled it a little bit worse. Oh man. So brother, I got a question about it's interesting because my mom asked me this. I don't know if you researched it yet.
Your voice is a little too deep, bro. I can't hear you. Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't hear me clearly. You said that. It is a but no, I had a question about wrestling. My mom was like, Brandon, you know where wrestling was beautiful. She was like, oh, it's from Baton Rouge. And I was like, no, I see. I don't think it was in Baton Rouge. She was like, yeah, Junkyard Dog makes the wrestling from Baton Rouge. I was like, what? Oh, I was like, when I get to my brother, I'm going to ask you about the question. So did you research where it started? My mom thinks it's Baton Rouge. So it's like, I'm going to ask you that too.
Junkyard Dog did wrestling in New Orleans, but wrestling itself, or you talking wrestling itself or a different people?
I'm going with wrestling itself.
Oh, wrestling itself started all the way back into the carnival days, the circus days, and then eventually different, like wrestling has evolved in a whole lot of ways, man. Wrestling started itself from carnival days. And then they put it on television back around, I want to say around the 50s, 60s, you know. Now, WWE, I know for a fact, started in 63. Like, corporately started in 63. At the time, our champion was Buddy Rogers. He was part of the National, what we call the National Wrestling Alliance. Different companies come together, they vote on the champion. Our world champion is Buddy Rogers, Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. When we left the NWA. At the time, the owner was Vince McMahon Sr. of the Worldwide Wrestling Federation.
And what state was it?
Huh?
And what state was it?
Let's see, this was...
Connecticut? That's not bad.
Well, no, it was in the New York area.
Okay.
And eventually Vince Jr. would buy it. It would go from the Worldwide Wrestling Federation to the World Wrestling Federation, now World Wrestling Entertainment. And our unofficial home was in the Madison Square Garden. Unofficially, that's the home of WWE Madison Square Garden. Yeah. But wrestling itself goes all the way back to Karma days. Let's see. It's back. I'm looking at this thing right here. Back to the 1860s, the 1800s. Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Back in the 1800s, right here. That's right. Yeah.
Well, I have currently lost my phone. Okay.
How do you lose your phone? You own your phone.
I had the Bluetooth hooked up, and I was actually laying down.
Actually, don't, because this is better. The sound is...
So you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Better.
Yeah, I hear you perfectly now. Can barely hear you before. This is better. So, wrestling all back to carnival days. This is back in I'm talking about 18 now, not 1860s to the carnies. The carnivals and whatnot. Then it went from wrestling became one of the focal points of circus or athletic shows by the 19th century. Around the 19th century, we went from athletics to entertainment and fused it together. Boom, sports entertainment.
So, Mama, just to answer your question too, wrestling originally in New York.
Now, that right there is WWE days right there. Now, our unofficial home was New York City, but they wrestled everywhere. Yeah, they wrestled everywhere back in the day, but our unofficial home was New York. Yeah.
Shout out to Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon.
I was about to say also I found out something very interesting about like East Coast and New York and everything that's those cities are big, very, very big on education.
On what now?
On education.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of your major colleges and like highest private schools are in the New York, Massachusetts area.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was also talking about this. Like, it was like I can't believe that that these people pay $7,000 and $60,000 to send their children to school. And I told her, I said, New York. I said, basically the Northeast is very big. I said, if you're a school teacher, you go over there, speaking. If you ain't making it over there, Louisiana and all this other shit, nah. Go straight to New York, go to Massachusetts, go over to Penn State, it pays good money.
Yeah. I gotta step off 1 second. My brother got you for just a second. Tell us on your mind, Brandon.
Hey, it's not on my mind, man. Well, I'm getting back into the road right now because I'm actually taking a 30-minute break. Currently, right now, I think I'm in Illinois. I'm going to go stop by my house and go check on things. Then I'm going to finish up my load. I'm just going to Kansas City. Shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs. That's right here. Yeah. Also, anybody watch Apple's Vision IS thing at the WWC the Worldwide Developer Conference? I want somebody to tell me they're extra about it for $3,500. That's kind of steep. Very, very steep. When the only thing I can compare it to is the Oculus Quest, and that's around $1,500.
Hey, bro, what's up?
I'm holding on.
Say it?
And guys, I believe my brother's getting ready to walk back into this studio right now.
Yeah. My brother's a long way to learn podcasting, bro. Like, he's getting his feet wet and everything. I had to take care of a little something. So, like if you doing a show with somebody, you just step out, you just take over. So, like that.
Oh yeah, that's no problem. No problem. Like I said, to me, it just be like a regular talking.
Oh, yeah.
But, look, I got a question. Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. Had to take care of some laundry stuff.
Why? I told you to do everything before the show. Yeah.
First of all, it's already in the wash. I just had to start it. Thank you very much.
Look, you got on me last time behind me and Layton not being there. You know who behind the box. I'm just messing with you. Take care of it.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you have Disney Plus, right now, it took a long time, but it's finally on there. Right now is Avatar: Way of the Water.
For real?
Yes, sir. Right now, came this morning on Disney Plus and also on HBO. Oh, now it's called Max.
Yeah. Did you see that? It's changed to Max now. Yeah, I have to download a husband of that.
So you have HBO Max, upgrade that to Max. Now, if you use HBO Max, it's now just Max.
I'm sorry, brother. Yes, it actually is on there.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, indeed.
A nice little 3 hours. So you need something to occupy your time or whatever. Just press play, you good to go.
Well, it's 3 hours and 15 minutes. Not just a regular 3 hours for it. Oh my goodness.
Yes, sir. But the longest movie ever, in my opinion, the movie called Jesus of Nazareth, which was 6 hours.
Which was what?
It was called Jesus of Nazareth. It was 6 hours. Went straight to DVD and straight to DVD at the time. VHS, whatever you call it.
My God.
I highly doubt it went to theaters because that's a long ass movie. That's 6 hours, by the way. So,
that's a working shift. I'm serious. Like, how can you explain to your wife when you've been for 6 hours? I was watching a movie. Ain't no movie that long.
Hell yeah, 6 hours. Now it was first it went to DVD. Then the television got it. They made it to a miniseries. But the original form is DVD form. 6 hours. And that's my go-to movie. It's available on YouTube right now, by the way. Jesus of Nazareth. 6 hours on YouTube, and that's my go-to. I'm ready to go to. When I go to Baton Rouge, I want a nice long distraction. Get on YouTube, watch that movie, and it'll get me halfway until Opelousas.
That show will, because all you, and after all you do is watch 4 episodes of a show.
Yeah.
So 30 minutes, and then you dead.
Yeah.
I swear, that's wrong. Man.
I'm
gonna watch it. I'm gonna try to. Now that I know next time I got 6 hours on the, if I got 6 hours on the trip on the road, that on me like, well.
Yes, sir. Also, by the way, huh?
Yes, sir. No, because I was about to say the way of the water is 3 hours, and I'm like, that's half of what that movie is. That's crazy. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And also, speaking of Baton Rouge, like when I go to Baton Rouge, like I go by the backside of Baton Rouge, but you can choose the Opelousas of Baton Rouge. I go to the backside of Baton Rouge, the new bridge. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I thought that's backside. I always call that the front because you're downtown. The backside is what Skyland going for Skylandville or something like that.
The backside is Opelousas.
Oh, I did not know.
At least I call it the backside. You go to Opelousas and you go to Baton Rouge, and you pass up a whole little almost country like little stores and whatnot. Then I'm home in Baton Rouge on airline and whatnot.
Hey, speaking on that little backside where airlines and stuff like that, I had an Uber. I don't know what those but I was in an Uber getting back to my truck. I had my parked college there. Every time I'm down, I used to park over there. I parked at like Mobile or something, or airline.
Mm-hmm.
And Uber was bringing me back, and he had an accident. The Uber tried to avoid somebody that was in her lane, struck another car in the other lane. I was hurt.
Wow.
I was saying that to say this. Some of my people don't know how to drive.
So it's a miracle I never got an accident in the Uber. Thank God.
As much, you know what? I want to say that it is a miracle. As much as you be in Ubers and Lyfts, I'm surprised you had never been in an accident. But this was my I was like, I've never been in an accident. This is my first accident. It's how to do it. But I had a blowout in the Lyft. You know what I'm saying? They had a blowout in the car. They usually get it fixed and then get back on highway. This one right here, they had to refund my money and then get another Uber the rest of the way.
I've had plenty of Uber and Lyfts. I like Uber and Lyfts. You get the chance to meet different people in all walks of life. I've been in nice cars. Been in I'm about to say SVUs. SUVs.
SVU bro, special weekly. Stop watching SVU, please. I'm sorry, is that Law and Order?
Yeah, I was about to say. I've been in SUVs. I've been got to be a couple of Teslas too.
Oh yeah, Tesla's nice. I love looking at the computer. Like I don't understand how you can rent a Tesla. I thought I didn't actually read one and then I've actually been a passenger in one, and when you look at the computer and how it tells you what cars are around you and all that, I just be like, wow, how do y'all even get this over here? Like, you really got to be negligent. And since we on technology, like I was just saying, but I know you probably didn't watch the Real Wild Developers Conference, WWDC, Apple announces their new stuff, all that. But they just announced a new augmented reality headset, which is to AR, VR, and brother, it's really cool. It's really cool. But there's only one not cool about this price. It's $3,500.
Wow, 3,500.
Well, I'm pretty used to some of the nice people, like, but 3,500 is a nice car for a reality headset, a virtual reality headset. even when me and my mom was like kind of like betting on the price, I was like, I give you like 1,500. At the max, $1,000. No, they said start. I'm talking about starting, but basically, it's like how you got a base model car. They said the base device. I ain't even talking about a Pro Max here device. They say $35. Start $35. That's the lowest it's gonna get. I'm like, wow, $35.
Wow.
This is for the people that got money to blow. I got money to blow, but not $3,500 for the price.
See, I set a budget for myself. Anything between $5 and $50. I'll gonna be all $50. That like everybody's cheap is different. For me, $20 is cheap as hell. But and I see something like it was just $99. That's a lot of money.
It's really well when you make it. It's not. I'm not gonna lie. It's just $99 ain't nothing. Like I spend that on my PlayStation. So, depending on what game I do, all right, I spend that. Like that's on most of my phone. Really be within the $1,200 to $1,300. Besides the phone I have now, you can see my iPhone 14 Pro. That's not. This is the cheapest phone I've ever had. All my Samsung phones, at $1,400 every time. That's every year that they would drop. I would spend that on my own. So that's why I say 100 would be nothing. But see, 3,400, which is 3,400. I'm good on that. That's just too much.
I'm gonna take you back to the year 2021. Everybody, well, I don't know if everybody watched it, but I watched it intently. Not intently, but the story just pissed me off. There's a guy named Daryl E. Brooks. He rode through a Christmas parade, injured, killed 6 people, injured dozen other people. I was watching the case, and this dude, to me, for the first time, it wasn't about black and white. This dude was universally a piece of shit. It wasn't a black and white issue. This dude was literally, huh?
No, I'm laughing at the word universal.
Yeah, like it was the first time in a long time. It wasn't a black versus white issue. The first time ever. It's about this dude's literally universally a piece of shit. And look up Jared E. Brooks' case, trial, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And he claimed to be. Huh?
I said I understand. I said you keep on.
And he claimed to be a sovereign citizen and all that bull crap. Sovereign citizenship is just bull. I think when they confuse themselves, I think they confuse with amenity. What you call it? You're from a different country, laws will apply to you. What you call it?
It's basically like because I'm about to go with diplomatic community.
Yeah, diplomatic community.
Yeah, when you're from another country, and since you don't know the laws of the United States, you come over here, you are very cautious. But most speeding like laws about driving are applied, and that's why they have the diplomatic. But you try to be a safe.
Now,
you're a sovereign citizen, like that's a whole other thing. But if you lived over here your whole life, how you try to?
And then the 14th Amendment blows out the water anyway, because anybody 14th Amendment basically states if let's say I live in Dallas, Texas. I am a citizen of Dallas, Texas. I'm a resident of Dallas, Texas. Therefore, you are a citizen of Dallas, Texas. And also the United States citizen. You were born here. You pay your taxes here. You eat here. You shit here. You raise family here. You all that stuff here. You are a citizen of such area. How are you a sovereign citizen? That's bullshit.
The only way that can happen is if you give up citizenship. Like, to be honest, but like if I was becoming so popular and very, very low, I would give up my citizenship.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to live up here. I wouldn't want to live because I would go somewhere and purchase me a house out of the country and literally established country 7 months. Then, and if you do this constant, well, technically, you're not a citizen of the United States. Like, yeah, you were born here, you might have been raised here, but you know, once you leave and you claim another citizenship, or you work, they say get granted dual citizenship, you can basically drop the other one since you only pay taxes to the United States.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tax thing, but it's just there's a lot of things that you can do, ways you can go about renouncing. I guess that's the right word for citizenship.
That reminds me.
You can't be not a citizen, a sovereign citizen of the United States, and still live in the United States. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That reminds me of the late great Tina Turner. She rounds the United States for Switzerland.
Yeah. Tina Turner did good.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's crazy? She not mistaken, Tina Turner had dual citizenship.
Yeah. Huh?
My mom said she did have dual citizenship. Then she said she had business out here.
I don't know.
She had dual citizenship because she can't have a business out here without being a citizen for the United States. So I was answering my question.
Yeah.
But Tina Turner did move to at one point in time, Michael Jackson moved to Africa.
I don't think that was true or not.
You didn't know that?
I don't think that's true.
Okay, I gotta go. I have to research. I'll make a statement.
Ladies and gentlemen, but I'll tell you this, bro. I'll tell you this much right here. It's going down, like I said, July 1st next month. We're going to go to jolly old London, England for Money in the Bank pay-per-view. The NXT Great American Bash. I can pull up the card here. Let's see. Okay. Like I said, we're going to go to... by the way, before I do that, Money in the Bank, do you remember a guy named Chris Jericho?
Yes, sir.
He
wants to be a rock star. Yeah, with a wrestler.
Hey, he has a man called Fozzy, but on the wrestling side, this dude actually created the Money in the Bank ladder match. He's responsible for the Money in the Bank ladder match. It started in 2000. Well, it was a pay-per-view started 2010, but the Money in the Bank ladder match concept created 2005. Chris Jericho responsible for the Money in the Bank. Thank you very much, Jericho. So, 2023 here. We're going to go to London, England. July 1st. Let's see. I can pull the card up. That'd be great. I should be 2023 on here. Okay.
I'm going to ask you for that card.
And you couldn't even now. Say again?
I said, no, I said, for your card,
No. Unless it's Canada. Other than that, no.
Why Canada?
I love, first of all, free health care. First of all, you get free health care in Canada. Secondly, the rich wrestling history in Canada. Come on now, you know I got to be somewhere where it has wrestling history and everything else. So the healthcare, the wrestling history, Canada. Other than that, no, couldn't do it. And if I did live in Canada, I'll choose either Montreal, Calgary, or Toronto.
I will have to go with Vancouver. Like if I had to live in Canada, it would have to be Vancouver. I love the winter sports that goes down in there.
Yeah. And the reason why I told
maybe right there by Washington. If you need to get back to the United States, you're right by Washington.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I have fell in love with the West Coast more and more that I go to this cruise station out.
Yes, sir.
It's just peaceful over there versus being in Toronto right by Buffalo, New York.
And as far as the wrestling history goes, like I got to be what I got to be what wrestling was or what wrestling is, and the three biggest wrestling cities in Canada: Montreal, Calgary, and Toronto. In Calgary, let me tell you something about Calgary. The late great the Hart family, Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Stu Hart, the Hart family they had a wrestling group called the Dungeon, the Hart Dungeon, which is basically a basement, a wrestling school in the basement. No air conditioning, no ropes, no ring, no nothing. Just a flat surface. And the late great Stu Hart would train wrestlers in the Hart Dungeon. And that was the mark of a young wrestler trying to make it in this business. The Hart Dungeon was the end all be all. That's like, you want to test your skills as a professional wrestler, you go to the Hart Dungeon. Go to the Hart house. Stu would walk you down to the basement. Now it's the thing. For most people, if they had nowhere else to stay, you can stay for free, but you gotta do some wrestling training. So Helen Hart, Mrs. Hart, is in the kitchen cooking, and I can just imagine while she's cooking, she's hearing screams and yells and screams in the dungeon, in the basement. And neighbors be like, what's going on? That's just Stu stretching them out. Unfortunately, Hart Dungeon's no more. It's closed. It's closed. They sold the house and everything. A beautiful house, by the way. So you can, Brandon, look up Hart Dungeon on Google. You see what I'm talking about? HART. Yeah. The Hart Dungeon in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. You say you got to have dramatic pause. Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
I'm going to do a little research on other countries to see. Like I said, I love but hey, I fall in love with some other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm so love with technology. That's why, like I say, my big thing is they like to me, like I say, my big technology out. If you want to know what the hell is to come, well, just look at the camera. Because Apple just made VR, they probably already got it.
Yes, sir. I believe normally, unless you got something else, I believe that's it, brother.
Yes, it is.
And by the way, y'all need to sit down and listen to our conversation. So this is what we're doing on the regular.
Yeah, this is on the regular. Hopefully, we'll do this in person.
I would love to have I think Friday would be perfect. Have an in-person show. Just us chilling. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap it up for this morning. But now noon over here, might be noon in a little while. We'll see y'all next time. By the way, our platform, Linktree, linktr.ee/truckerspod for more information. But see you guys next time. Have a great day, everybody.